It's April 9th, and we finally are able to enjoy some Holy Name softball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube, as we see Holy Name take on the Buckeye Bucks in their first game since returning from Pigeon Forge, where they started their campaign. But this is where it really counts, as they look to get back to where they were last year in regionals and even do a little bit better and maybe make their way to Firestone. Let's see that intro for the first time this softball season. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to St. John Bosco, the beautiful Catholic church in Palm Heights, Ohio, that also, for some reason, has a softball diamond on the campus. We're not complaining. It's a beautiful day for softball. In the words of former Holy Name baseball freshman coach, Mr. Farrell, it's sunny at 75, and for once, it actually is. I am Nathan Smith alongside me, Braden Sloan, another former Holy Name baseball player on the call for you this evening. Braden, excited to have you finally call a game with me this year.
Yes, thanks for having me, Nathan. I'm very excited for you giving me this opportunity.
And we have two great teams for this occasion. Like I said in the intro, Holy Name coming off of their best ever campaign as a softball team, make it to the Sweet 16, ended by the hard arm to beat of Melina Toth, the Buffalo-bound pitcher of the Canfield Cardinals, who ended up being the runners-up in Division II. Talmadge got the better of them at Firestone in early June. Now Buckeye had a great year last year, 14-8 regular season. We're the closest GLC opponent to taking down Holy Name other than Normandy, who was the only one who did. It was 3-2, top 7, 2 outs, down to their last strike. Holy Name had arguably their best hitter in the box, Erica Massey, who has since graduated and gone to Ohio Dominican. Sends one over the fence, 4-3 win. We're looking for some fireworks today once again. The last time these two teams played on this field was senior night, an 8-4 win. So Holy Name looking to see more of the same from that contest. And as well, a familiar name will be on the bump for your Green Wave. Reagan Vavro pitched excellently last year. Her and Victoria Scheiben made a dangerous duo on the mound. And Vavro looks to get back to work here to begin the new season in Ohio. The first pitch of the campaign is low and inside, 1-0 count to begin this at-bat.
Yeah, Nathan, as you said, these are two very talented teams. Should be a great game here today.
And it'll be Cassandra Matarnik stepping in the box for her first cuts. 370 average on the campaign so far, as Vavro evens it up at 1-1, her first strike of the campaign in Ohio. But Matarnik going into this game, 370 average, 10 hits, which leads the team, 3 RBIs, and 1 triple. Swinging and a miss, swinging right through it. She's down 1-2 in the count. Second best average on the team, only behind Faith Shaw, who is due up next for the Bucks. 1-2 count. Can Vavro get strikeout number 1? Ground ball, left side to a tough throw. Stevens goes to green, throws across diamond, and it's not in time. A completely outstretched Zabak couldn't get to it, and the leadoff man is aboard for the Bucks with an infield single.
Yeah, it was a close play there. She must have just barely beat the throw out.
An excellent stretch from Sammy Zabak over at first base. Not enough. Too much speed from Minarchik. So now 1 on, none away for the most dangerous hitter on this team, Faith Shaw. Second most hits, but the best average on the team. Darrell Wines pitch, bunt, right side. Throw over to first is not in time. It was in time, but it was bobbled out of the glove of Linky, the transfer from Lakewood. So 2 on early with none away. Roll it on as an E4. Zabak did all she could to rush to get it on the bunt, but not enough to get the throw. It was in the glove, just bobbled out, and it's first game jitters in Ohio for the Green Wave thus far, as now the 3-hitter steps into the box in Litchie.
That's right.
Batting 286 on the year. Finds the zone, nothing in 1 count.
Yeah, sometimes it's just you gotta get the jitters out of the way early, get it all away now, and then lock in for the rest of the game.
There we go. My mic appeared to have turned off. Line to the right side, falls for a base hit. Rounding third, heading for home is Minarchik. She will score. The Bucks lead 1-0. Posa blocks it to prevent any other damage. But it's an RBI single for Madison Litchie. Nothing more you can say than an Ava Taco to get the game underway for the Bucks. Slum, if you're a baseball coach, you see that Ava Taco, you got to be loving this.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't like to see Buckeye getting a ton of runs, but it was a great hit.
So now mound visit here as Vavra will be talked to. Last time she was at this field, did struggle, don't want to say it too loudly, against Norton in that game. She ended up getting pulled in that game for Victoria Scheiben, but I think all this is just getting her settled in. Get rid of the error. This is still a 0-0 ball game with runners at second and third maybe. Something around those lines. Probably still corners, but it's a different ball game. There goes the mound visit. Coach Scheiben will walk back content with his words of wisdom as now the 4-hitter steps up here. Kelsey Metter, brother Ranger, played baseball, also football for the Bucks. Batting .350 on the campaign, 7 hits, 3 ribbies, and 2 doubles in 8 games. Still none away, runners at the corners. 1-0, Buckeye leads. In the zone, throw down from Posa, not in time. She did the back pick.
Smart play there. You want keep the runner at first. Don't let him get the easy base and the 2 runners scoring position.
Garlow over at short ran to go greet it with Stevens at third, Blinky at second, Zabak at first, and then Ava Posa, the pitcher-catcher duo, rounds out the infield for the Green Wave outside 1-1 count. And now the outfield, you have Emily Majoras out in left. Straightaway center is Victoria Scheiben out in right. You have Maura Mahalik, the freshman. The other freshman on this team, Allie Orzak, we'll have to wait and see the power hitter later on today. The lineup and the pitch from Vavro in the zone as she's starting to regain the command of the fastball that she perfectly pitched last year as it's now on 1-2 count. A simple poke from Metter would make it a 2-0 ball game. Vavro trying to mitigate the damage. The windup and the delivery in the zone gets her looking for strike 3 and out number 1, an important out number 1, as now she goes over after being rung up looking.
That's a great job by Reagan to not get too upset about what's going on earlier. You just got to stay locked in and get these 3 outs.
Baseball is a game of short-term memory. You have to get rid of the last pitch if it's a bad one. You got to focus on what you're doing well. As Darrow lines it in and caught by Zabak for the double play to retire the side. The Ava Taco was tested once again, but Cerwone's missile was met into the glove of Sammy Zabak to retire the side. Only 1 run will score for the Bucks, and now it's the Green Waves' turn at the sticks, down 1-0. Buckeye starting off their game strong. An RBI single into right field from the three-hitter. Madison Litchie has done the damage thus far. 1-0, but momentum slowly going back in favor of Holy Name after Sammy Zabak caught an absolute missile launched at her at first base. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smith, alongside me, Braden Sloan. Now it's time for Holy Name to get at the sticks here, Braden. We have Victoria Scheiben, Aubrey Stevens, and Sammy Zabak up 1-2-3. What are you looking to see from them?
I'm looking to see some good hits and trying to get that run back, maybe some more, give them a nice lead going into the second.
The first pitch you'll see from freshman pitcher Lily Young is a ball outside. Young, 2.03 ERA, leads the Bucks team by 0.01, as Olivia Mattress has a 2.04 ERA. So two very good pitchers for these Bucks team that we might see both in this game, depending how long the Green Wave can extend these innings. Once again, high on Scheiben, 3-0 count. Due up next is Aubrey Stevens, who has played her part in getting Holy Name some big runs down the stretch last year. Young looking for her first strike of the game. Bunt being shown. Scheiben pulls back, and it nicks the corner. 3-1 count on the inside. Now this is a time of not being overly anxious to swing the bat. 3-1's a dangerous count if you're a hitter, as you can easily chase, but easily be tricked into swinging at something you shouldn't. That one was a good swing, just unfortunately not making contact as we're back to full.
Right, 3-1's a favorable count for the hitter. You got to make sure you're smart at what you're swinging at.
It's favorable but dangerous.
Correct.
Full count, Young versus Scheiben, the payoff. Swing and a miss. First at-bat of the game is a strikeout for the Green Wave, as Lily Young is dealing early for out number 1. And now, as the warm-up music will start, Aubrey Stevens will step into the box with 1 away. Young will settle back in, will wind up and deliver. Up high, missing 1-0 count to begin this at-bat. Stevens last year, one of the 2 namers to be above 350 in batting average. Her and Sammy Zabak both reached that mark. The windup and the delivery once again outside. 2-0 count as we're starting to see a trend in this game. Lily Young on the mound, the first couple pitches of the at-bat, outside, missing. But once you get down to 3 balls, she seems to dial in. Will that hold true here? Swing and a miss makes it now a 2-1 count, so she dials in a pitch earlier this time.
Yeah, she's not losing focus right now. Even though those first couple pitches have been missing, she's locking in to get some strikes.
Foul behind Stevens, making the first contact of the game for the Green Wave. Has plenty of contact to it, just not straightening it out, as it's evened up at 2-2. It looks like if what we're seeing here is accurate, you can correct me if I'm wrong at home, people. We're looking for apple tacos in this game. That'll be the name of the game. Young winds, delivers, pops up in a somewhat of no man's land, but is put away by the pitcher Young, who gets the force in the air for out number 2. Unfortunate, decent contact just pops up, and Young, it's not a given that out will happen. It's not a given. It's that no man's land between the pitcher and catcher, but she kept her composure, got it down, and the freshman now has seen 2 batters and retired both.
It's definitely not as easy as it looks. There's always got to have good communication between the pitcher and catcher, so you never know what can happen there.
And if you couldn't hear Holy Name's bench, number 20 is indeed in the box. Sammy Zabak sees a first pitch ball. 1-0 count to begin her at-bat. So now each of these 3 at-bats has been a first pitch ball for the Bucks.
Yeah, as you said earlier, there's definitely a trend going on with that.
Young continuing to battle in this at-bat. Swing and a miss, evens it up at 1-1. Another trend through 3 batters. The first strike she throws, no contact made, not fouled away. She'll wind to deliver the 1-1. Foul to the right side, so it's a 1-2 count. Young 1 pitch away from getting out of the first. 1-2 count for the Bucks next time they are up. They'll have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up, starting with Mello. 1-2 count. Bottom of the first, the pitch. Pop behind. Zabak gets another life. 2 good swings, 2 good cuts, fouled away. You got to straighten it out.
Yeah, I mean, she's making contact, and usually if you can keep making contact, eventually one of them's going to make good contact and get a Holy Name a hit.
1-2, the pitch, swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning, retires the side. The namers go in order, and Lil Young is dealing on the mound. End of 1, the Bucks lead by 1. Top of the second inning about to get underway at St. John Bosco as the Bucks leading by 1. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Spiel alongside me, Braden Salone. And as well, throughout this game, we'll do our best to give you score updates for the other Holy Name games around the grounds this afternoon. First pitch low on this at-bat, 1-0 count to begin it. Bella Mella will be in the box for this first at-bat. For Holy Name, their boys baseball team, they are currently at Buckeye for that game. Girls lacrosse is hosting CVCA in the backyard, and then Holy Name lacrosse, the boys team, will be taking the trip over to Cleveland Heights to take on the Tigers. That game starting at 6:30. The rest are currently in progress. This might be the first day that we've had pretty much every spring sport in action. And it's April 9th. It's taken us a while.
It's a good day for it too. It's great weather out here and a great day for all spring sports.
Just don't look at the radar the rest of the week. We'll just leave it here. So Vavro trying to continue battling in after giving up the RBI single in the first to Madison Litchie, which has been the difference thus far in this game as she sends one in, swing and a miss. So that will even it. So 2-2 on 22 as Isabella Mello looks to extend her at bat. The wind and the delivery from Vavro just misses outside. So we're going to have a 3-2 pitch. Good call by the ump. Just missed outside.
Yeah, very close, but yeah, a little outside.
Sarah Michaels due up next for the Bucks. Vavro looking for out number 1. Here comes the payoff pitch. Line foul behind. Similar contact to the last couple of foul balls, with just a little bit too much getting under it. So still a 3-2 at bat. Anyone's at bat. Either one out or a base runner. The payoff once again for Vavro. Line to the right side and will drop in for a base hit to right field. It just plants itself right in front of Mahalik. So for the second inning in a row, the Bucks have their leadoff man aboard, and that will be their third hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, that was a solid hit. You know, right in front of the right fielder. It's just a great hit.
So on the campaign, give Mello 8 hits, increasing her .304 batting average. Already has 5 RBIs, a double, and a home run. So it could have been a lot worse than a single, given her track record, as now Sarah Michael steps into the box, the .231 average on the campaign. The windup and the delivery from Vavro as the corners creeped, foul behind, nothing in 1 count. And as well, if you're just a casual baseball fan watching a softball game for the first time, if you notice, the corners will usually creep. A lot of bunts can easily be laid down. Some teams will hold the first baseman back. It appears Holy Name is keeping Stevens more home. Zabak is lining up way closer. Stevens is still creeping, as it looked like on this one, both will creep. It's just a difference as there's the bunt attempted and fouled. Actually, are they gonna say it hit her? She's gonna go to first base. I think the official was foul, but no, they're gonna give her the base. So it's a hit by pitch. And now for the second inning in a row, we have the first 2 on. So Coach Scheiben will go and ask, Braden, what did you see on that?
Yeah, it was close there. It looked like it was very close to her, but it was hard to tell with her looking for the bunt.
You're going to get the benefit of the batter in that situation. With the bunt, I don't disagree with the call. Now Holy Name's defense gets to show what they're made of with some adversity early on in this game, something they were not really used to last year. The line and the delivery from Vavro, 2 on, finds the zone. Blinky will go back to first base to try to, or second base to try to cover. So 0-1 count. High once again. 1-1 count as we see the pitcher Lily Young step into the box for her first cuts. After her, it goes back to Kelsey Morano, the 9-hitter, and then we're back to top. 1-1 count the pitch. Fouled behind, smacking the one camera off to the side. There's 3 cameras up. It might be beers on the wall. One might get taken down and pass it around. For those with technology on the backstop, anxiety's at an all-time high. It's a 1-2 count. Can we see a strikeout? No, we will not, as it's lined to the left side on the ground, foul. So Buckeye will have another life as their pitcher looks to get herself some insurance. 1-2 count, none away, 9-hitter due up next. Vavro will take a second before going back to the bump, the pitch. Outside, slowed it down, but not gonna find the zone or get Young to chase. And speaking of Young, ironically, is a freshman, is playing beyond her years. You can already tell just the IQ she has for the game. It's really been impressive so far in this game. As Vavro looks to strike her out on the 2-2, will do so, gets her to swing through a pitch outside for out number 1.
Yeah, as you said earlier, as a freshman, she's up there battling. Even though it didn't go her way that time, you can tell she's giving it her all.
Buckeye's programs are really young nowadays. They have gone from last year being a senior-reliant team to now an underclassmen-reliant team in the blink of an eye. It's a rebuilding year for the Bucks, but they still look to go play with plenty of passion. Chop to the right side, Vavro, no one's home, foot race. Gets over to first for out number 2. No one was covering. Vavro doesn't look too pleased with the rest of her infield, but nonetheless, there's 2 outs, but the runners move up. So now we go to the top. So here we are once again back to the top with Minarchek. Minarchek, her first time I've had a base hit. The wind of the pitch from Vavro finds a zone. Nothing, 1 count to begin this at bat. After the first 2 got on for the Bucks, it's been 2 consecutive outs with a strikeout and ground ball back to Vavro. 2 Ducks in scoring position on the pond. 0-1 count. A base hit would do plenty of damage. Popped out of play to the right side, nothing in 2 count. So Vavro now is 1 strike away from getting out of this jam.
Yeah, she's done a great job. You know, runners got on early, but she stays poised and looking like she could possibly get out of this right now.
For Holy Name, Ava Posa's revenge game has already started, but her revenge game at the sticks will begin next inning, along with Kylie Blinky and Reagan Vavro, who will also step in the box as the 5 and 6 hitters. Then after them, the last 3, Garlo Majoris and her sister Emily Majoris with Mahalik as the flex. Vavro gets back onto the bump to retire the side. Outside, he'll have to wait, 1-2 count, an excellent eye being shown by Minarchek. 1-2 count, 1 pitch, ball, 2 pitch strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on 1 low, and that will retire the side as Posa got it before it hit the dirt. Middle of 2, 1-0 game, but Buckeye feels it should be more. Holy Name's defense, after allowing the first 2 on, has been spotless since. 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up this inning for the Green Wave as they find themselves down 1-0 in the bottom of the second. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smith alongside me, Braden Sloan. Before we get into this action, a score update from Medina County. The Buckeye Bucks lead Holy Name after 1-0, courtesy of a nuke from Andy Schneider into right field. Sloan, we just watched the footage courtesy of Sports on Tap. Man, oh man, he tanked it.
Yeah, that was an impressive hit. Nothing the Green Wave can do about that.
Being familiar with this game, I am not surprised at all. That's how he starts the game. First pitch strike to Posa, who knows these Bucks all too well as she transferred from the Medina County outfit after last year. So 0-1 count as Young looks to get rolling once again. Swing and a miss, so she's down quickly, 0-2. Posa in the last game at Pigeon Forge, 4 RBIs, something like 3 or 4 base hits, something in that range. 2 for 3, I believe she went. So she had a great game down there. Can she recapture it? Not right now as Young gets the best of the former Buck for out number 1. 3 strikeouts, all swinging, and then a pop-up. So far, Young has been flawless on the mound, and now the other transfer for Holy Name, Kylie Blinky, steps into the box, looking to put a little bit blemish on that resume. Young gets back to work on the bump and deal. Foul directly behind. Oh, we're getting near to the central camera. 0-1 count. First foul went to the right, hit a camera. Now we're getting closer. It's just hit a slowly but surely go. I'm just waiting for the lefty just to absolutely knock one of these off, just on the opposite pitch. Hopefully not, but can't have nice things for a reason. The pitch, swing and a miss. Blinky cuts through it once again. So she's quickly down 0-2 as well. Young must have heard us talking about the first pitches last inning. So far, 2 for 2 on strikes for the first pitch of an at-bat. 3 strikeouts so far for Lily Young. Can she get a 4th? Ground ball chopped to the right side, 0 to first, and easily tagged for out number 2. Cerwoni didn't do too much, stood there, tagged Blinky, and got her out.
Yeah, unfortunately, that went right down the right side line, so it was an easy tag for Buckeye there.
It didn't look like a bunt attempt, but it was a chopped swing. That's something to watch. That's something to watch. As Vavro now steps into the box for her first cuts, looking to give herself some help on the mound. Outside 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. So once again, here's the new stat. 4 out of 6 times today so far, Lily Young has thrown a first pitch ball. Young, the 1-0 offering, high 2-0 count. Garlow in the on-deck circle getting ready, seeing the count. Young once again looking to settle back in and recapture the magic of the last couple of at-bats as Vavro fouls it away. 2-1 count.
Yeah, if you're the Green Wave, you want to catch on to this pattern, really. You know that those first 2 might be balls, and you really got to be ready for that 3rd and 4th pick strikes.
If the pattern repeats, swing and miss. Here comes the 2-1. The pattern does repeat. Like clockwork, if a ball is fouled away, the next one is swung on and missed.
Seems like we have a lot of patterns and trends in this game.
Lily Young has impressed so far. Can she get the side to go in order once again? The 2-2. Yes, she can. Vavro swings through it for strikeout number 4 and out number 6 in a row to retire the side. Man, oh man, Lily Young is pitching well through 2 innings. Perfect so far. It's the Bucks up 1-0. The first inning still the difference in this game. Lily Young for the Bucks dealing on the mound. Seen 6 batters, retired all 6. However, it is her Bucks who lead 1-0 courtesy of a base hit by Madison Litchie back in the first inning. That has been the difference. I am Nathan Smee alongside me. Brayden Sloan on the call for you this evening. We will see the aforementioned Litchie in a minute, but real quick, we had the number 2 hitter, Faith Shaw, back in the box after reaching on an error from Blinky in the first. Low in the dirt, 1-0 count to begin this at bat. And as well, another score update for you, this time from Hohenheim High School. The CVCA Royals currently up 6-0 with just over 2 to play in the first half in the girls lacrosse game. The wind up, the pitch from Vavro. Once again, low and inside, 2-0 count. The Bucks bench making plenty of noise.
Yeah, they're into it. I think they're trying their best to encourage their teammate, of course, and get in Vavro's head a little bit.
Been a difference maker so far in this game. 2-0. Can Vavro find the zone? Popped in the middle of the infield, and Blinky gets under it and gets the put away for out number 1. So now here comes Madison Litchie back to the box. As we said, had that RBI single to right field in the first. That has been the difference so far. Can she get on base again and be the spark the Bucks offense needs right now in this inning? So now Coach Scheiben tells the corners to back up a little bit. So some more room will be given to Litchie. The wind and the delivery from Vavro finds the corner, 0-1 count. You got to paint the corners, and that was an excellent example of it.
Very true.
Vavro getting back to work will deal on the 0-1. Fouled behind, so make it now an 0-2 count with 1 away.
Yeah, she's doing a great job, Vavro is. Not giving them anything easy to hit, trying to work the corners and make them swing at some outside pitches.
It'll be Kelsey Metter, the 4-hitter, up next for the Bucks, regardless of how this at-bat ends. It's an 0-2 count. Vavro looking for another strikeout. Chopped right side, right to Zabak, similar to the one that went to Cerwoni West last inning. And Zabak easily steps on the bag for out number 2. So now Metter steps into the box. Last time up, struck out looking. Combined between the teams in 2 2/3 innings. No, 2. How do you even do the math for 2 pitchers combined? However long at this point in 7 strikeouts combined. The wind and the delivery. Low and skates past Posa, 1-0 count. Now the outfield is being moved a little bit. Mahalik being called to take a couple steps in. Outfield placement might be big in this game. As you saw, Mahalik was a couple steps in on that line drive that could have been an out.
Yeah, it looks like they're playing the Ava Posa right now. The center field, Garlow she shipped over a little bit. They're looking for that hit to the right side.
Pretty much every bit of contact has been made to right field, or at least the right half of the infield. There hasn't been really anything pulled today. It's a 1-1 count with 2 away. Metter will wait the pitch from Vavro, swings ahead of it. Makes it 1-2. Vavro now 1 strike away from going 1-2-3 in this inning.
Excuse me, that's Scheiben early in center. That's playing a little bit over to the right.
So it's a 1-2 on Metter, struck out her first time. Vavro looking for strikeout number 4 of the afternoon. She will have to wait a minute, just a bit off the plate. In the words of many influencers, that's a big league take.
That is.
Once again, we go back to work. Vavro still a strike away from strikeout number 4 on the afternoon for her. And to retire the side, there it is, right down the pipe. The second strikeout of the game against Metter, looking to retire the side. Vavro is settling in nicely. It's still a 1-0 Buckeye advantage, but Hohenheim gets back to the sticks when we return. Bottom of the third at St. John Bosco. The Bucks still leading 1-0 over the Green Wave. A score update from Medina County. End of 2 in the baseball game. Buckeye still leads 1-0 courtesy of the home run from Andy Schneider. So right now, both games of softball and baseball are 1-0 advantages in favor of the Bucks. But Hohenheim softball looks to change that right now. And it'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters this inning to try and make the difference as Garlow sees the first pitch up 1-0 count to begin her at bat.
Yeah, continuing that trend, starting up 1-0. Got to make sure after this one to really look for the strikes.
High once again and outside 2-0 count. It'll be a pair of Majoris is due up next for the Green Wave. Katie first and then Emily. So far this game, lower scoring than we expected to see. Looking at how things have set up in a couple of innings, Buckeye can easily have a 4-0 advantage right now. Swung through by Garlow to make it 2-1. When Young commands a strike zone as well as she does, it's really difficult to get into this game. So far, Hohenheim, still no base runners. They need to get someone on. It doesn't matter how, they need to be on base. Swing and a miss once again from Garlow. Blue, she's getting under it. Makes it 2-2.
Yeah, Young's done an excellent job. Those third and fourth pitches, she's just been so good at getting it right in there, getting some good strikes. It's
an excellent command of the zone for a freshman to have. And it's lined to center field. This could be trouble, and it is out of here! A home run! To quote Matt Vasgersian, Sancta Maria! It's a 1-1 game, and barely Garlow had it over. It was close, but it just ekes over the fence. And now Hohenheim could celebrate their first run in Ohio of the year.
Yeah, you could tell that one coming off the bat. You knew it had a chance, and luckily for the Green Wave, it makes it over.
It was so close to staying in play. Given 200, I would say maybe 230 for the home run. It's close. It gets the job done. Bailey Garlow, who struggled at the plate at the end of last year, has really improved. Really impressed with how she has handled herself as well in this game. She has improved tremendously from last year, and we're loving to see it.
Absolutely.
Want to have another home run here. Katie Majoris is in the box, the senior, the flex. Will look to get her day going at the sticks. It's a 1-1 game. We have a new ball game. The pitch from Young, outside 1-0 count. And now, as you kind of can hear, the bench of Hohenheim starting to come a little bit more alive now. You didn't really hear that, and that's kind of been a thing for Hohenheim. And there it is once again, as it was last year in the Norton game. Reagan Favreau has found a very large stick from the woods and is hoisting it up like a staff in the dugout. Second year in a row of that. That's your ESPN stat of the day.
Yeah, that Hohenheim bench, I think Garlow gave them the life they needed to get a little louder and get some more energy going.
Pop behind by Majoris, 1-2 count. I can't remember back to last year. We'll do a quick little check on Max Preps. That might be her first career Hohenheim home run. There is a chance of that. So we're going to do what any reasonable person would do in the middle of the broadcast and go check. So 1-2 count on Majoris. Young will wind and deliver. Line to the left side, and it's fair! No, they're going to say it's foul.
Well, that one was very close. I could see from here that it was right around that line, but fortunately just outside the fair area.
She saw daylight. Garlow did not have a home run last year, so unless in the other games that were not reported, that was her first career Hohenheim home run. And it's because Braden Sloan's right here, that's why. Look at that. Still a 1-2 after Hohenheim almost saw green. The pitch. Foul behind, Majoris is still on it, so we'll see another pitch in this at-bat. We'll use the random stat that no one heard of until last year, QAB. You're wearing down the pitcher. After that at-bat, Young would have loved nothing more than a 1-2-3 at-bat. But here we go, battling 1-2. Can Majoris straighten it out? Outside, but no, they're going to say it nicks the corner and get her looking for strikeout number 5 of the afternoon from Lily Young, and out number 1. An excellent pitch. She could not have hit that pitch. It was perfectly placed and just enough in the zone. You got to have that graph that it just kind of nicks the corner. Perfect pitch. So now Emily Majoris, the other one, will step into the box. High 1-0 count to begin her at bat. The pitch just finds the inside of the strike zone. 1-1 count on Emily Majoris. When you look at the Majoris family, you have to kind of put it up there with kind of the other Holy Name families. You see a lot of siblings who play the same sports. Both of them play basketball and both play softball. Swings through that one. 1-2 count. But just, you could go on for days about not only Holy Name families that are there now that just don't play sports, but also that do. But even ones that used to, you kind of go on to that legacy. It's the Holy Name legacy, and you see a lot of that. Swing and a miss on Majoris for another strikeout. So 2 in a row from Lily Young as she's starting to settle back in, and that's out number 2.
As you said, there's been many sibling duos over the years, you know, both in sports and out of sports too, for Holy Name.
Now we're back to the top as Victoria Scheiben gets ready to go once again. The first time through the order, Lily Young has 6 strikeouts. Pitch finds the corner, nothing in 1 count. And now if you're Holy Name, you have to adjust to this. The ump is calling the outside corner a lot. You have to recognize that. You have to be able to get near to the plate. Scheiben makes a slight adjustment. Can Young still exploit it? Bunt to the right side. Young gets it, throws the first. Cerrone in time to retire the side, but not before Bailey Garlow can absolutely murder a softball into center field. It's 1-1 at the end of 3. So 1-0 count, corner is continuing to want to crash. Won't this time, finds his zone. Both pitches good in this at bat. One of them a strike, one of them a ball.
Yeah, we've seen some great pitching today. Hopefully the Green Wave can keep it up.
Mello, her first time up, had a base hit back in the 2nd inning, which got that inning going. And here we go once again for the 3rd inning in a row. Buckeye will start off with their leadoff man on base. If the trend continues, Mello will go to first. Vavro will set and wind and deliver strike as she swings right through it. Evens it up 2-2, an excellent pitch from Vavro. Gets her to swing, and now 1 pitch away from a strikeout. Sarah Michaels due up next for the Bucks. The 2-2 outside with a full count. So full count, 3-2, 1 on, none away. Here comes the payoff pitch. Chop behind, foul. So we'll see the 3-2 once again as Buckeyes doing a nice job to make Vavro have to work.
Yeah, they're definitely working your pitch count right now. A lot of pitches at this at bat so far.
I don't imagine either coach pulling their pitcher at this point in the game.
I don't think so.
I think you'd have to get in that 120, 130 mark to even think about it, depending how the rest of this game goes. Foul behind, so we'll see it once again. Three, 2 count once again, the 3rd time around. Swing and a miss on one of the dirt, and that will be out number 1 as she gets Mello to chase.
Yeah, great job by Vavro. You know, a lot of pitches in that bat, but she stays true to herself and gets the 3rd strike.
So now 5 Ks on the evening for Vavro, Young with 6, so 11 combined. Still anyone's game with one away as Sarah Michael steps back into the box. Her first time up, she was hit by a pitch. Finds a zone, nothing in one count to begin her second at-bat. And going back to that at-bat where she was hit, no one really had tried to attempt to bunt outside of Victoria Scheiben since then. And Scheiben bunting is just her bread and butter.
Yeah, she's proven it time and time again that she's an excellent bunter and she can get on and advance runners by doing it.
Smoked into center. Scheiben will corral it and toss it back in, but not before Michaels will reach first. A nuke sent up the gut. 2 on with 1 away.
Yeah, that one was hit hard up the middle there, and a great job by Scheiben to keep in front of her.
Do apologize if we did have some technical difficulties. We hopefully had that audio of that base hit. It was an excellent hit. You could probably hear it just off the bat, just ping. One of the best sounds in the game. And now we will see the pitcher, Lily Young, back in the box for her second cuts. Struck out her first time up, finds a zone, low and inside, nothing in 1 count. Both pitchers, we do have to say, had an excellent job painting the corners today. Buckeyes attacked that outside corner, Hohenheim more the inside. Here comes the 0-1 from Vavro. Swing and a miss. Methodical swing. Nothing in 2 count now on the pitcher Young.
Yeah, both pitchers have done a great job making it just super tough for the hitters to get some good hits. They really got to work for hitting those inside and outside corners.
And that one's passed, so the runners will both go. Posa has to eat it, and now 2 are in scoring position.
Yeah, not what you wanted for the Green Waves, but you know, now Buckeye, they got 2 people in scoring position, and it's looking a lot better for them.
A little poke might score 2, depending where it goes. Can Lily Young give herself some insurance runs? This could change the game completely. Vavro trying to retire her fellow pitcher. The pitch popped behind, so we'll see another pitch. It's a battle in this at-bat. It's a battle. Young knows that if this ball is sent, look at that left field gap. If somehow she pulls it over some heads.
Yeah, I'm sure Young is looking at that right now. I'm sure that's exactly what she wants. We'll see if she can make it happen.
The pitch, line to the left side, foul. A little bit too much on that one and low.
She's definitely battling up there. You know she wants this one more than ever. 2 people in scoring position. She definitely wants to give herself some insurance rounds. Sometimes,
as a pitcher, you have to do it yourself on both ends. Exhibit A, Joey Ragone last year against North Olmsted was the first base runner of that varsity game to help give himself some help. Swing and a miss as Vavro gets the best of her fellow pitcher Young for a loud out number 2 with 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, it was a great job by Vavro to get that strikeout, get him to 2 outs. Green Wave got to be feeling a lot better right now.
And that'll be strikeout number 6 on the afternoon for Vavro, which matches. So here we go, once again, 2 on, 2 away. Down the pipe, nothing in 1 count to begin the second at-bat of the game for Morano. Morano, her first time out, grounded out to Vavro, who had a foot race to the bag. Morano has 2 RBIs so far this year with a base hit. It'd be her 4th on the year. Would double that tally most likely. Chop to the left side, foul. Designation of foul ball.
This is exactly what Hohenheim and Vavro want. They got her in a 0-2 right now, and they got pitchers count. We'll see if they can finish it here.
When you call Reagan Vavro one of the best pitchers in Northeast Ohio, she has to back it up. This is her time to do it with scorers potentially abundant, and they will retire. It's an excellent pitch. Outside, finds a zone. We go into the bottom of the 4th inning. Somehow, still the 1-1 ball game. 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's still anyone's game. 1-1. Buckeye has put many in scoring position, but hasn't been able to capitalize. Holy name. I don't think anyone has been in scoring position in this game. The difference has been Bailey Garlow. It's home run. Only hit of the game. Only run of the game for Holy name. Can the rest of the offense get to work? Starting with Aubrey Stevens in the box. Up high, 1-0 count to begin this at-bat. But on the mound today for Buckeye, an excellent outing for Lily Young. 6 strikeouts, 1 hit, 1 run. Nothing more you can really ask for from your ace.
Yeah, Young has been excellent so far. If it wasn't for that home run, I mean, Holy Name would still be scoreless right now.
And the perfect game would be intact.
That's true.
Young will deal on the line, pops up, and well out of play. Goes and joins the brush in the woods. So now Litchie, the catcher, will rough up the new ball. 2-1 count. No spider tack in the dirt. 2-1 count. Stevens looking to give the ball a ride. Young will wind and deal. Popped up, and she will give it a ride. Just foul once again and back in the brush.
Yeah, second time there. It's going straight over our heads and right beyond the diamond.
Pitching for softballs. We're running out of game balls at this point. We might actually be out. We are out. There we go. We will now have a game ball.
Well, Stevens is doing a great job. She's battling right now. Not going to let Young get anything easy. Definitely going to work the pitch count, too.
Making the parents work, too.
Yeah, true. Very true.
2-2 count. Young trying to get strikeout number 7 on the afternoon. The windup and the pitch. Outside, it'll be full 3-2 count with Zabak waiting in the wings.
Yeah, he just missed there on that outside corner.
It's a big pitch at this point in the game. The payoff. Up high, Stevens will walk and be the first neighbor to be on the base path with none away. An excellent at-bat, patience, fouled off balls. Nothing more you can ask for. It's a QAB and gives Holy Name a base runner with Sammy Zabak, who has been known to hit home runs in the box. She did it against Padua, gave Holy Name the lead late in game number 1 of a game that seemed destined to be a Padua win, but she turned it around. Young deals high. Litchie being active behind the dish, trying to see if Stevens will think about stealing too. I saw a little bit of a bonfire going on as well behind us somewhere. Smell hints of fire. Up high, Stevens thought about it. Litchie thought about the back pick as well. 2-0 count to begin this at-bat on Zabak. Zabak and Stevens last year, 2 of Holy Name's best hitters, 2 best returning hitters. Young looking to go, launching it to left field. This might have the distance, and it does. It well clears the fence as Sammy Zabak gives Holy Name the lead 3-1 with a missile shot into left center field. There it is. Her home run capability has returned. Welcome back, prime Sammy Zabak.
Yeah, that one you could tell was smoked left center field. I was trying to find it, but it went pretty far over. It was a great hit by Zabak.
I think we knew the moment it left the bat, it was gone.
Yeah, that one was a no-doubter.
And their coach is mad. They believe that Stevens kept leaving early at first. So the coach is yelling at the ump. 2 feet behind the box, apparently. Aubrey Stevens is off to our side. She doesn't care. Neither does Holy Name. They lead 3-1. Sammy Zabak did struggle in the playoffs. So 2 of Holy Name's players who struggle in the playoffs have now reemerged. And I believe that will be her first home run since that Padua game where it was the go-run home run.
The new season's giving them new life, and they're showing it right here at St. John Bosco.
The only hits of this game so far have been home runs. Can Posa get one against her former team? She thought about it. It's a good pitch. High, 1-0 count.
Yeah, great job to hold the bat back. She saw it was high, and she was able to not not swing. Just check the swing.
Big lead take. Young will deal once again. High. Posa thought about, but leaves a 2-0 count as Hohename's bench is as loud as ever.
Yeah, the second home run's really giving them the energy they need. They're as loud as they've been all game, and you can feel the momentum on the Green Wave side.
It is all shifted away from the Bucks. A get-right pitch for Young as Buckeye's bench will respond a little bit. Makes it now a 2-1 count. If Posa launches a home run against her former team, this crowd is going to go nuts. The 2-1. High 3-1 count. Waiting in the wings on deck for the Green Wave is Kylie Blinky.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hohename's bench would erupt if Ava Posa was able to send one over here.
Can't imagine what Buckeye would be thinking at that point. 3-1 the pitch. It goes off of Litchie's glove. Posa will jog on over to first base as she draws the walk. And now time will be called. The mound visit for Lily Young. During this mound visit, we'll tell you about our games that we have for the rest of this week. Thursday, we see Hohename welcome in the Elyria Catholic Panthers here at John Bosco, 5 p.m. first pitch. And then on Saturday, Hohename travels to Akron University to take on St. Vincent St. Mary in a rematch of the OHSAA Round 1 playoffs from last year, where Hohename had a win in large part due to Adam Humanick's base hit in the top of the 7th. First pitch in that game is 2:30. St. V's does play a game earlier against Youngstown Boardman at 11:30. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow Hohename Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay up to date on all Hohename sports, follow Hohename Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Hohename Athletics YouTube and put out push notifications to be notified when we go live. Well, Braden, pretty good game for game number 1 of our softball coverage of the year. It's been long overdue to get them on the schedule. 15 days after their initial first scheduled game, we're here. It's been well worth the wait. This is a fun team to watch.
It's been great. 2 home runs already, only in the 4th, and we got a runner at first.
Blinky in the box, sees it in. 0-1 count, an excellent bit of work from Young. Kind of taking after Vavro and trying to paint that inside corner. We're officially now an hour into the game. Hohename's bench saying it only takes 1. Another home run would be appreciated if you're Reagan Vavro, especially. Bump being shown, pulls back, strike, the throw back as not in time, goes to the outfield. Posa will tag up to second base, slides on in, stumbles but keeps her composure, and it's on the bag in scoring position. So while Blinky did not make contact, she did enough to advance the runner.
Yeah, the ball gets by in the right field, and Hohename's able to capitalize, getting a runner to second.
As first baseman, Braden, you and I both know that's one of the worst feelings, seeing the ball get past and seeing the runner advance.
It is. As a first baseman, you know you never want that to happen.
Never do. Young still on the prowl for strikeout number 7 and gets it on the inside corner for out number 1. Long overdue out number 1 for the Bucks. So now Vavro, who struck out her first time up, steps back into the box. Combined 13 Ks in this game.
The pitchers have been both doing great so far. Obviously, the 13 Ks show it.
Outside 1-0 count on the pitcher, Vavro. It's pitcher versus pitcher once again. She can give herself some insurance. Hohename leading by 2, 3 unanswered. Young will get back to work trying to battle. Hits off the glove and fouls away. 1-1 count. Now if you're Buckeye, you have to be thinking plays at the plate right now. If Vavro puts this ball in play, you can pretty much give her first base. You want to play the plate. Unless it's the ground ball, then obviously you take her out. But if this is in the outfield, you're going to see something launched. Bunt, it stays right there. They're going to say it's dead. It's there. It's dead ball, they're saying, in the box. So she should have another chance to swing. And she does. We almost saw the greatest bunt maybe ever laid down in history.
That was a great bunt. The ball kind of stayed right there.
I
don't know really what happened.
You can't recreate that if you tried.
No, you can't.
An excellent bunt. but still, she'll go back to work in the box. Young to get her on strikes. Nope, inside. She'll have to back out. Posa will be walked back to second base by Litchie, the catcher. Madison Litchie got the game going with an RBI since then. It's been 3 unanswered for the Green Wave, who look to add on to it. Favreau down to her final strike with 1 away in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch, foul behind, so Favreau gets another life.
Favreau knows she's got a runner in scoring position. She's battling up there at the plate, which is exactly what the Green Wave need.
And once again, if you're holding aim, you're wearing down the arm of Lily Young. That is huge. Make her pitch to you. Plain and simple. It's a 2-2, 1 away. Posa standing at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss on one in the dirt. She'll be tagged, trying to get around it. Litchie makes sure Posa goes back. An excellent pitch for strikeout number 8.
Yeah, Young has showed us that she's an excellent pitcher, so the Green Wave are doing a great job just trying to wear her down as much as they can.
So now Favreau, she goes back to the dugout, gets ready to pitch. Her shortstop now is in the box. Her shortstop hit a home run last time up. Can she do it again? Swing and a miss. Garlow, she's thinking fence on that swing. But can you blame her?
No, you can. You saw the big swing there, but we saw what she did last time, so we definitely cannot blame her.
Once again, Matt Vasgersian, a hardy cut there. You got to use the MLB The Show quotes. It's popped, a little shallow, but retrieved in left field as Shaw gets under it to retire the side, but not before Sammy Zabak could say, "Hello, Buckeye, I'm here to make an impact." Sends a ball into left center for a 2-run home run. End of 4, it's 3-1, Holy Name back on top. We have a score update before we get back to the action. At the end of 4 in Medina County, the Bucks lead 1-0, still based on a home run. And Braden, as we go back to the softball game, we've seen home runs aplenty today.
We have 2 already, and it's only the top of the 5th.
We go back to the top of the lineup for the Buckeye Bucks as Menardchuk steps in for her 3rd cut. A base hit, and then so 1 for 2. A solid day so far for her at the sticks. The wind of the pitch from Favreau. Ground ball, left side through for a base hit. So the leadoff man is once again aboard for the Bucks, and now the go-ahead run stands in the on-deck circle, and the tying run is at the plate. It goes back to Shaw, who retired the side for the Bucks by catching the pop-up from Garlow. So Faith Shaw has a chance to give Buckeye a tie game once again, or at least advance the runner. This might be a time for small ball. Favreau will wind. In the zone, nicely. 0-1 count to begin the at-bat. So far today, for Shaw, reached on an error and then popped out to Blanky, who made up for her error back in the 1st.
Yeah, you got to give credit to the top of the lineup for Buckeye. They've been doing their job, getting on base, and have had a good day so far.
Foul behind, that will rattle some cameras. But looking at the top 3 hitters for Buckeye in their at-bats so far today, you have 7, so it's a decent sample size. You're 3 for 7, ground out, pop out, strikeout, and then reach on an error with an RBI. It's pretty good. You'll take that if you're Buckeye, nearing that 500 mark on the average. Outside pitch this time around to Shaw, who now has a 1-2 count. Between Holy Name's ability to shut down the rest of the lineup, outside of those, there's 2 hits. This is Buckeye's best chance to win.
Yeah, they need this now.
It'll have to wait as Vavro gets her to swing through it for her 7th strikeout of the afternoon and out number 1 at the top of the 5th.
Yeah, Buckeye needs someone to step up here right now as the Green Wave still have that 2-run lead.
Litchie had an RBI her first time up, then grounded out to Zabak. Can she get back to the first inning form? Vavro will wind and deliver. Down the pipe, back pick, not in time. Good idea from Posa. Good tag from Zabak, and a good recovery over at first base from Minarchuk.
Great throw, keeping the runner at first.
Keeping her honest. 0-1, now the delivery. Blocked by Posa, runner goes, she'll chuck too high, and it'll be a stolen base. So now a runner in scoring position for the Bucks as Minarchuk does her due diligence, seeing the ball down, and will now stand at second base. That much closer to scoring.
Yeah, you could tell Minarchuk wanted to go just from first at the moment she got to first, and she was finally able to right there.
Same grade as Ava, so they were teammates last year. You got to keep that in mind. So now here's the scenario. A little poke might score 1, but right now if you're Buckeye, you got to get as many as you can on. You want to score early in this inning, but you don't want to also go out too early. You got to wear down the pitcher. Finds the zone low and painted, makes it 2-2. Buckeye I don't think's too happy with that one, but Holy Name has been rung out on that same pitch many times. It's being called consistently. So it's 2-2 with 1 away. The pitch, line back up the gut and will fall in center for a base hit. Rounding is Minarchuk. She will score as once again the business is done by Madison Litchie, who makes it a 3-2 ball game. It's game on.
Yeah, Scheiben's been playing a little over to the right and center out there, and that one gets a little bit to the left in center, and that one's going to drop and give Buckeye another run.
So it's a courtesy run for the catcher as she will go back to the dugout. A well-earned break for who will probably be player of the game if they win, Madison Litchie. 2 RBIs, 2 RBI singles. Nothing more than you really can ask for at this point. It'll be Larissa Hartston, the sophomore, who has 4 at-bats this year, running the bases for the catcher. With the tying run at first and the go-ahead in the box with 1 away. It's a 3-2 game. It's been a very good game so far, very close game. This is what we expected to see from these 2 teams.
Yeah, 2 great pitchers, but the hitting is starting to come alive too, so it's been an excellent game.
In the zone, painted nicely. Posa moves it just slightly and gets the job done to even it up at 1-1. It'll be Cervoni due up next for the Bucks, who so far today has lined into a double play and walked. Vavro looking to continue to deal and does. Gets her to swing through. 1-2 count.
You can hear the Buckeye bench too. They're starting to get a little louder, have some more energy since that last run.
They want this game badly. It's not a short drive to get out the Holy Name for them. Say at least 30, 35 minutes to get here. They want to go back to Medina County with a win. And as of right now, the boys are doing so as well. So they want to have a sweep today of Holy Name. Well, if you're Holy Name, tomorrow you go back at it against these Bucks for softball. Baseball, they got Eds. A tougher test tomorrow. The pitch finds the zone, gets her looking as she doesn't like the call for strikeout number 8 on the afternoon for Vavro and allowed out number 2. There's some frustration, but we'll say it again. It's been called the whole game. It's consistent. I don't know what you could say. It's been called both ways.
It has. Yeah, you could tell both teams want it for sure. You don't want to go on that long bus ride home with the loss. It's not a good feeling.
Not too far of a ride home for Holy Name as we're in the same city. Ball goes past Posa. That will give second base and the tying run of Harston over there. We said a couple innings ago when a couple namers were running up outside on that same pitch. They're calling it consistently. That's all you can ask for. We said it for basketball. You're not playing against the calls. You're playing what they give you. Play the game and continue. The windup and the pitch from Vavro. Swing and a miss. Cerrone a little short on the swing. Evens it up at 1-1.
I think Buckeye knows this is their inning. They really got to try to at least even it up. They've got the runner in scoring position. We'll see what they can do here.
It's a 3-2 game. Tying run at second base. A 2 away. Pitch high, goes past Posa. Runner will go to third. It's now or never for Buckeye, they feel.
Yeah, a couple of wild pitches there, and that keeps Buckeyes runner was able to advance, and that gives them a much easier chance for just one solid hit gets them home.
How bold do you go with the pass ball? How bold do you go?
It's only the 5th, so we'll see what they want to do.
It's a 2-1, the delivery in the zone. A get right pitch for Vavro. Evens up at 2-2. It's a big pitch upcoming for the sophomore Vavro. The pressure is aplenty at this point. Can Vavro retire the side and go into the bottom of the 5th with a run advantage? The pitch, swing and a miss! Cerrone swings through, and that retires the side. Vavro, her 9th K of the afternoon. Holy Name 6 outs away from a big victory over Buckeye as they lead 3-2. 1 run still scores, courtesy of Madison Litchie. But overall, Holy Name will take that inning. A pair of Majorises, then top, due up in the bottom of the 5th. Still a 3-2 ball game in favor of Holy Name. Litchie made it 1 run closer with another RBI single. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan. Sitting alongside me, Braden Sloan. We've been treated to a great game, low-scoring affair so far, but Holy Name can really add some runs this inning as they need some insurance.
It's been a great game so far. We got a 3-2 score and a pair of home runs. It's been great.
First pitch to Katie Majoris is low. Struck out looking her first time up after a quality at-bat. 1-0 count to begin her second at-bat. Outside once again from Young, 2-0 count. She's going back to the first inning.
Also got to give credit to both pitchers. They've picked phenomenally so far. I'm not sure how many it is, but there's been so many strikeouts between both of them. It's been great performances to watch.
My tally's at 16. Finds a zone this time around on Majoris. We'll do a quick count. 8 for Young, and then for Vavro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 apparently. Foul behind by Majoris. Not too sure on that count, so that make it 18 strikeouts combined.
Yeah, that's very impressive for both these pitchers.
That's what I do have. I have the last 2 or 3 innings, Vavro has struck out the side. It is the last 3 innings she struck out the side. Swing and a miss on 1 high. That's strikeout number 9 of the afternoon for Lily Young for out number 1. So both pitchers can easily get into double figures in the strikeout column. Now the 9-hitter Emily Majora steps back into the box for her second cut. Struck out swinging her first time up. Swing and a miss as Young is back firing on all cylinders. Nothing in one count. Young looking to get out of this inning quickly. Winds again. Swing and a miss. Just throwing heat. Nothing in 2 count now on Emily Majoris. Goes back to the top of the Victoria Scheiben for holding aim after this at-bat. The wind and the delivery. Swing and a miss. She gets Majoris on 3 pitches to take her tally into double figures as well for strikeouts. Lily Young is still dealing late in this game.
Double-digit strikeouts for both these pitchers. It's been beyond impressive to watch.
I don't know if you call this a pitcher's duel or not based on the 5 runs. You can still call it a pitcher's duel, I think.
I think you can. I mean, we've seen it's just been a couple pair of home runs and only a couple hits so far, so you can definitely call it a pitcher's duel.
So two-way, Scheiben back into the box for the Green Wave. It's high, 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. So far today, strikeout and a ground ball right back to Young has been the day at the sticks for Scheiben. Depending how the next inning goes, you could see her called up on the pitch late in this game. Check swing, but won't matter in the zone for strike 1. Evens it up at 1-1. But last year, especially in the playoffs, Vavro struggled in the beginning phases of those games. But when Victoria Scheiben's steady hand came into those games, it switched completely. Bunt, right side, it's gonna be close. The throw from Young is in time to retire the side. Excellent cover by Menardchek, floating on over from second to retire the Namers. They go in order. Going into the 6th, it's 3-2, holding aim, holding on to their lead. Top of the 6th at John Bosco. 5 innings are in the books, and it's been a great 5 innings. 5 runs combined as the Bucks get back at the sticks, looking to get back into this game down by 1. Favreau's first pitch of the inning is a strike swinging. Nothing in 1 count to begin the at-bat for Isabella Mello, who so far today on 2 at-bats is 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the 2nd inning and a strikeout in her last at-bat. If you're just tuning in, 20 combined strikeouts between the pitchers. Foul tip caught by Posa, nothing in 2 count. Favreau looking for strikeout number 11. Last year had plenty of strikeouts. I believe she did get to the 200 strikeout mark, which in the MLB, that's a tough feat to get to. You see the likes of DeGrom get that annually when he's healthy. And that's strikeout number 11 on the game for Favreau. Paints the corner beautifully on Mello for out number 1.
Yeah, that's an incredibly tough feat to get to, but she's proven today that she does not take a play off. Every pitch, works towards getting those strikeouts, and she's got, I think, 11 of them today, which is
11.
Very impressive.
Ball 1 thrown to Sarah Michaels, who so far today has been hit by a pitch and has had a base hit. So a quiet afternoon for her, but a good afternoon. We haven't really seen her much just because she's in center field. The wind and the delivery from Vavra on the 1-0. Foul behind and will stay in play as it falls down 1-1. Almost just got over the backstop. A lot of good foul contact today, I do have to say. A lot of good contact in this game.
Yeah, the batters aren't making it easy. A lot of foul balls, every every at-bat's been a battle.
The wind delivery from Vavro hits her. Second hit by pitch of the game for the Bucks. Well, that's the second one of the game that has hit Michaels. So both hit by pitches today have been against Sarah Michaels. Caller Brandon Geyer, she jogs to first. So now it goes to Lily Young, the 8-hitter. 2 strikeouts so far today, both swinging. Can she give herself her own insurance as she is the go-ahead run? Check, but it won't matter. Nothing in 1 count. It finds the outside corner.
Yeah, you know, Young would love to even it up. Would make her feel a lot better about her time on the mound.
The wind to delivery. Goes low, skips behind, pulls it to the left side. She'll get it. But that will not be before the Bucks will go to second base. She thought about taking another one, Michaels, but she'll stay put. Where now the tying run that much closer. But going back in time, the last 9 outs, I believe it is recorded, something along those lines for the Green Wave. Actually, there are a couple in between. But basically, it's been striking out the side. That's been the name of the game for Vavro today. Misses outside. 2-1 count now. So the last 8 strikeouts Vavro has had has been the only retirement she's produced. The last time a fielder made a play was back in the 3rd inning where Zabek had it on the ground. A big block by Posa. Didn't go down to block it, but scooped it up. 3-1 count, but that was behind. A tying run is standing at third base right now with ease.
Yeah, that just shows how dominant Vavro's been this game. Two straight innings without letting her fielders do anything. She was just doing all the work out there.
Line to left field. This could be a run. It goes past Majoris. It will tie up the game as it will be an RBI double for Lily Young. The pitcher gives her own insurance as she now stands at second base as the go-ahead run.
Yeah, that was a great hit into left field there. Got by Majoris, and that was enough to tie the game up at 3.
An excellent play made. Majoris couldn't get it. Courtesy run will run for the pitcher. So now the 9-hitter steps in with 1 away in the top of the 6th. The Bucks are happy. They have some celebration, deservingly so. That was sent in the left. So now it's advantage Buckeye once again.
And you can hear their bench. They're pumped up now. The energy, you can feel it. Might be a little bit of a momentum shift with that one.
And now the question is, does Vavro see this one out? I feel you keep her in this inning. If another run scores, you might have to make the call to the bullpen, which would be Victoria Scheiben.
Yeah, she's been great this game. I think you keep her in too.
You got to trust Reagan. You got to trust your ace. There's a reason why, in the end, Coach Scheiben has his daughter in center field and Reagan on the mound. Both are great pitchers. He just feels Reagan is the superior pitcher. And a score update, end of 5 in Medina County. The skies have opened. It's 4-0. Chandler Kosh, an RBI single. Wild pitch scored. Andy Schneider and Scott DeMarco, an RBI single for the Bucks. They look well on their way to winning that game. The wind and the delivery. Swing and a miss to the 9-hitter to begin her at-bat as Morano so far today has grounded out to Vavro and struck out looking. Nothing in 1 count with 1 away. The pitch, swing and a miss on one of the dirt, and a big block from Ava Posa, holding up like a brick wall, and once again prevents any movement on the base path. Nothing in 2 count.
Yeah, that was a great job by Posa, able to slide over to the left to block it, not let the runner advance to 3rd.
Can Vavro get out number 2? We'll have to wait a moment. Challenger on 1 outside. But as a catcher myself, ladies and gentlemen, you know I will always point out the blocking when I can. Last year, we did have plenty with Aiden Litherland, who did an excellent job of that, the now Berea Mid-Park catcher. He had a lot of wild pitches to have to block last year and did an excellent job holding up. Here comes the 1-2, line to right. It is not enough from Mahalik. It will score a run for the Bucks as they now lead 4-3. An excellent poke into right field by Kelsey Morano. The Bucks score 2. It's 3 in 2 innings as they lead 4-3. And the Medina County team starts to celebrate.
Yeah, hard hit ball into right there. Mahalik was close, but just couldn't come down with it.
It would have been a Wem gem and a half if she got it.
Yeah,
you can't blame the effort. You can't.
You cannot. It was just a great hit by Buckeye.
So now, can the cycle continue as we're back to the top of the order for the Bucks? Ground ball goes up the gut for a base hit. This can make it 5, and it will make it 5. An RBI single for Machernik. It's now 5-3. She scored on 2 of her 3 at-bats. This time, she finally gets an RBI, and that will force Coach Scheiben's hands. It's Victoria Scheiben's time to warm up and come into this game. Just an excellent poke by Cassandra Machernik to make it 5-3. We'll step aside as Scheiben will most likely come into the game to warm up. If not, it could just be a simple mound visit, but I believe based on how things have gone, that's how it's going to be. Will Vavro stay in? Actually, no. Vavro will stay in the game. I stand corrected. Vavro will see this one out.
Trusting their ace right now. She's pitched great this game. You know, Buckeyes just gotten hot in this 6th inning, but they're trusting her to get out of this one.
RBI double, RBI single, the last 3 at-bats. The Bucks are making a statement with 1 away. The line and the delivery. Misses outside, 1-0 count to begin this at-bat. On the 2-hitter, Faith Shaw. Shaw going into this game, led the team in batting average, and so far today, reached out in an error, popped out, and struck out. Buckeyes bench as loud as it has been before. The pitch lined up the middle on the ground for a base hit. It skips to Scheiben, who goes to a knee to grab it in. Another single for the Bucks. It's the hit parade, as they have now had 4 straight base hits and 5 straight base runners.
Yeah, Buckeyes just finding the holes throughout the field right now. Their batting has been great this inning, but we'll see if the Green Wave can stop them.
And now Maddie Litchie, 2 RBIs, 2 singles so far today, and a strikeout, or crushing a ground out. She has been dominant today. Can she continue her dominance? Low strike, nothing in 1 count. She cannot believe it. And an excellent job over by the third base coach to calm her down. 0-1 count. Vavro trying to settle back into this game and regain command. It's a 5-3 Buckeye lead. The pitch low inside, evens it up at 1-1. Posa doing her best to keep anything and everything in front of her.
Yeah, very important that they don't let the runners advance. Only 1 runner in scoring position so far. They want to keep it that way.
Anything in the outfield will most likely be a run. You got to keep your composure if you're holding in. And another excellent scoop from Posa. It will be a ball, but once again prevents the base runners from advancing.
Posa's doing a great job. There's been a couple of low pitches. She's keeping it in front of her and not letting the Buckeye runners advance.
No real stats for her on the game, but the impact she's made behind the dish has spoken volumes to the score. Swing and a miss. Vavro dialing back in, makes it 2-2. This will be a big out number 2. With Holy Name next inning, looking at the lineup, you have Stevens, Zabak, and Posa due up. So you have those 2, 3, and 4 hitters who have been dangerous. You got to have them do something in that inning. You got to get out of this one first. Smoked, foul. Plenty of contact made by the RBI machine, Litchie, but just to wait and see it again. 2-2.
Yeah, if the Green Wave can get out of this one, only down by 2, that still gives them plenty of a chance to go and score some runs and go on and win this game.
Wind is starting to pick up. That could be a factor. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss, but fouled it? I think she fouled it. There we go. Just so stay alive once again. It's not the prettiest cut, but it keeps the at-bat alive. That's all you can ask for if you're Maddie Litchie right now.
Yeah, Litchie's battling right now. That's all you can ask.
And in the horizon, you might be able to see it. The Buckeye bus is pulling back up. There's still plenty of softball. And it finds the zone. Paints the corner for Vavro's 12th strikeout of the afternoon for out number 2 at a big time.
That's why they trusted in her ace. They knew she could get the out there, and she goes and does it with a strikeout.
So 22 combined strikeouts between the 2 pitchers. And now we're back to the 4-hitter. Goes in the ground, blocked by Posa, 1-0 count as Kelsey Metter steps into the box for her 3rd cuts. So far today, struck out looking on each of her 3 at-bats. Buckeye trying to settle the dugout, getting ready for the bottom of the 6th. Goes behind Posa, runners will go. She will eat them. Both are in scoring position. So Metter has a simple task, poke it, and you lead by 4.
Yeah, the runners advancing is huge for Buckeye. You got 2 people you could hit home now. We'll see if they can capitalize.
It's time for a defensive stop. You have to make sure, and if you're Vavro, if a pitch goes wild, you have to crash that plate. You never know if they're going to send them or not. Swing and a miss, get right pitch for Vavro.
And everyone needs to be in their spots. You know, not a time, especially with 2 runners out, for any mistakes. Gotta know what you're doing. Know your job.
Now's not the time to be fancy. Can Vavro get out of it? Goes behind, runner goes, the play at the plate. It's not in time. The pitch is not there on the throw. Makes it 6-3. Nothing more Posa could have done. It got behind. Buckeye took advantage, and now they're that much closer to leading and winning this game. It's 6-3.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Green Wave there. It just bounced off to the left a little bit and couldn't get back to Vavro in time.
Posa had it, and it just skipped away, unfortunately. Nothing more she could have done. Now Vavro just needs to do her job and get out of this. It's 6-3 Buckeye, the pitch. Outside, goes behind, runner thought about it. Ball 4 runs at the corners. Posa does what she can to scoop it up. Vavro will still remain in the game. So now it'll go back to Quinn Cerwoni, who so far today has walked, struck out, and lined into a double play. Holy Name needs to get out of this inning. They need some runs.
Yeah, this would be a very good time to get that 3rd out.
Bunt being shown, pulled back, nice block by Posa as the runner will take second base. And a 1st and 3rd in high school, just give him second base. That's just how it works.
Right.
It's very rare that you see a throw down unless it's an extremely slow base runner. In that case, it was not.
All right, the Green Wave don't want a chance giving up any more runs. They just want to get out of this one.
Finds the zone inside. Excellent pitch from Vavro. Going back to her bread and butter, the inside zone. Evens it up at 1-1. Settle. That is the name of the game right now. You got to settle. The pitch finds the zone, makes it 1-2. It'd be a big time for a strikeout from Reagan Vavro, who's looking for her 13th. 1-2 in scoring position. The pitch chopped right side. You need the out. Zabak, Blinky, end of the inning. Holy Name will go to the bottom of the 6th with plenty of work to do as they find themselves down 6-3, 4-run score. It's now Holy Name's time at the sticks to get the game back to where they want it to be. Two, 3, and 4 hitters due up this inning for the Green Wave. It's 6-3. Holy Name, they need to get back in this game, and they need to now. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smith alongside me, Braden Sloan. This game looks really good for Holy Name, and now the struggles are here. It's 6-3, 4 runs in that last inning. You got to get something going at the sticks. Low pitch to Stevens, 1-0 count. Her last time up, she walked. So far today, home run, only hits of the game. You can't have that. You got to find a way to be on the base path. It's popped up just over our head, now to play. Falls right near the wagon.
Yeah, Buckeye had their inning last one. We'll see if Holy Name can get theirs right here.
Well, to clean off the ball, made a little bit of a dent in the earth and the mud behind us. And with the expected storms that are coming too, with the rain, it'll only become a muddier mess by Thursday if that game can actually play, as there is weather expected for that day. When I say weather, I mean not good weather. No bueno for softball. But then again, as for baseball, you can play on some pretty bad fields. You can play.
That's true.
Just depends on who's calling the game. Young still trying to deal, has 10 strikeouts today. Misses high on Stevens. Lost her in their last at-bat. Stevens, she can get on base. It's a good start. You have Zabak batting second this inning. She's on deck. Pops up behind once again. So Stevens continues the battle.
Yeah, the Green Wave would love for their leadoff hitter to get on here. Stevens continues to battle. We'll see if she can put one in play.
Leadoff batter was aboard in the fourth inning when Zabak had the home run. That was Stevens. 2-2 count. Misses high, it's full. Stevens has an excellent eye today. Pretty good at-bats, quality at-bats. She needs to do it one more time.
She's been battling, and she's battling again here. We'll see what she can do.
The payoff pitch from Young. Ground ball left side and foul. Once again, close on that line. Majoris had one earlier in this game. Another one after this game. If she would have kept that one fair. Stevens has battled 3 foul balls at least. It's a 2-2 count. Can she straighten it out? Can Young get the strikeout? Shot behind, it's another foul ball.
Yeah, Stevens will not go down without a fight. She continues to just keep fouling them off, working Young, doing a great job at bat here.
It's an excellent battle between Stevens and Young, but only one can win. It's a 2-2 count with none away in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch just finds the corner for out number 1. An excellently pitched ball by Lily Young for allowed out number 1. Got her looking. That'll be K number 11. So make it 23 combined as Sammy Zabek, who had her last ball go yard, step back into the box. The pitch from Young. Misses low and outside. 1-0 count. On that last at-bat, Stevens got rung up in that sweet spot, that little low and outside pitch. Zabak looks to dial in. 1-0 count. Runs in on her. Zabak was not expecting it. Evens it up at 1-1. She's a little taken aback. Ava Posa due up next for the Green Wave with 5 outs remaining. The windup in delivery. Finds the zone. Could be called every time. Makes it now 1-2.
Yeah, the Green Wave, they need something here. They don't want to have to leave at all for the 7th. They want to get some here.
You need at least one.
They need at least one.
The pitch from Young goes high, so Zabak will see another pitch. Evens it up in 2-2 as the wind and the chill at the same time both pick up. That's kind of when the things of this game started to change. When the weather turned, so did the game. It's 2-2 with 1 away. Young the pitch. Ground ball right side. It's just barely through for a base hit. Zabak has luck on her side, and the poke goes oppo.
Zabak just poked that in the perfect spot, right in between the first and second baseman, just out of their reach. Couldn't be better for the Green Wave there.
She is now 2 for 3 on the day. The tying run is now on deck, and that tying run is Blinky. Posa would make it a 1-run game if she can score. Well, with 1 away, you can't ground out into a double play. First pitch finds a zone nicely. Nothing at 1 count. Young so far today, we'll say it again, 11 strikeouts. Her catcher as well has done an excellent job behind the dish. Maddie Litchie, 2 RBIs, but as well an excellently called game and blocked game behind the plate. Runs in on Posa and finds a zone, 0-2. One simple swing can change the course of this game. Posa looking for the pitch from Young. Goes high and finds the strike zone. Gets there on 3 in a row for out number 2 of the inning. Strikeout number 12 on the afternoon.
And the Green Wave are going to have to rely on getting a 2-out rally here. They would love to advance Zaback and hopefully at least get one before the 7th.
If Blinky is the last batter of the inning, Vavro, Garlow, and Majoris will be Holy Name's last hopes. Outside 1-0 count to begin the at-bat. Sun's starting to come out again a little bit more. About an hour 45 into this ball game. Young still dealing on the mound. Deals high, 2-0 count. Litchie making sure she gives due diligence to Zaback over at first, who's trying to go as close to second base as she can, trying to see if she can take a base.
Yeah, you know the Green Wave would love to get in scoring position here.
Here comes the pitch from Young, foul directly behind. Makes it now 2-1 on Blinky. All Holy Name needs right now is a poke. Get to the next batter. Survive and advance. Young dialing in, will deal. Fouled away into the glove. Litchie does an excellent job to hold on to it. Makes it now 2-2. Holy Name will have a pinch hitter in next. Bree Kogluski in the on-deck circle.
An important bat right here. Green Wave would love to get this one in play.
Get a power hitter up to the plate. The pitch misses just outside. Buckeye not happy. The framing not enough. Reminds me of the ump who told me every time I tried framing, nice try, catch. The pitch was in the right spot, but when you see that much of a drag, it's kind of hard to get the call. Here comes the payoff nonetheless. Litchie. The ball smoked to left, and it falls for a base hit. Blinky will round and go to second. Zaback will round, going to the plate. The throw is not in time. An RBI double for Kylie Blinky with 2 away.
That's exactly what the Green Wave needed right there. Blinky put it right on the left field line. Zaback was able to go from first to home, and that RBI double gives the Green Wave some hope.
So it is an official change, 12 for 11. So based on this information, Scheiben will probably pitch. Kogluski will probably go to center, unless then they sub out Kogluski for Seuss or Jurek, which in that case I'd probably say Jurek would go in. Jurek last year the catcher, volleyball and other concerns moved her to the outfield. So that's where Posa then comes in as well as a catcher. Then once she then sits, you'll see Ellie Orzak, the freshman, go in. So as well, if you need a pinch hitter to hit as well, you still have Orzak in your back pocket. But I'd rather go with the junior in this situation who has the experience, Bree Kogluski. Down the middle. 1 strike on Kogluski. A little poke makes it 6-5. It's 6-4 right now. You got 1, but you need more in this inning.
Yeah, cutting it to 1 would be huge for the Green Wave. They love to get as close as they can to.
It's popped up and will trail out of play. Makes it now 0-2 as Garlow's coaching her up as well. You gotta move the runner in scoring position. You gotta move Blinky up if you can.
Yeah, the more the better in this 6th. They don't want to leave it all to the 7th.
Young still looking for strikeout number 13. Her and Vavro have 12. The 0-2 pitch from Young. Goes high and past. The throw will not be happening as Blinky goes to third. And most likely with another pass ball, it's time to pressure left. Still a home run will tie it. It's 6-4 in the bottom of the 6th. 2 away. Garlow waiting in the wings.
Yeah, Blinky showed she has some speed, so it'll be interesting what she decides to do on a pass ball.
The 1-2 from Young. Swing and a miss on 1 upstairs for strikeout number 13 of the afternoon. for Young to retire the side. She might be a freshman, but Lily Young is having an excellent game today. End of 6. It's 6-4 Buckeye. Top 7 at St. John Bosco. It is 6-4 in favor of the Buckeye Bucks. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Spiel alongside me, Braden Sloan. And a game that seemed destined to be a Holy Name win, things have flipped. Buckeye has reversed the script, has done an excellent job to battle, and now leads. Now the job for Holy Name, you got to battle. You got to hold. And that will help. First pitch strike from Vavro.
Yeah, you just got to go back to that one inning for Buckeye. They got hot at the plate, 4 runs, and that's what's putting them ahead right now.
The windup and the pitch goes off of the plate, 1-1. So Vavro will remain on the mound, it appears, for now at least. You have Jerkin right. Weird substitution made, but nonetheless, the sub made. The wind delivery fouled into the glove of Posa, 1-2 count. Back at Mello. Mello, 2 strikeouts and a base hit so far today. Following her will be Sarah Michaels and then the strong pitcher Lily Young. The pitch, swing and miss on one of the dirt. She catches it. She'll throw it on the first just to make sure for out number 1 as Vavro now gets up to 13 Ks on the evening.
It's exactly what the Green Wave wanted there. Get that first out and give them a little bit of momentum heading into this last stretch of the game. 26 strikeouts combined. Yeah, both these pitchers done just an excellent job so far.
They have battled, even though the score doesn't suggest it as much. Just misses low, 1-0 count. And you can still hear Buckeye's bench well into this game. Here comes the 1-0 from Vavro. Finds the zone, evens it up. Got to keep battling. You just got to keep throwing the strikes you know how to throw. And Vavro is doing an excellent job of that despite what happened last inning. She's trying to get rid of it from her mind. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, does what she does best.
The wind, the pitch, lined into right center field. It will fall for a base hit as Scheiben trails it. She'll go for 2. Michaels will get there with a 1-out double. She's had a base hit, a double now, and 2 hit by pitches. She's had an excellent game today. A flawless one at the plate, and Buckeye now has a runner in scoring position with 1 away.
Yeah, great hit by Buckeye. Took it all the way to the fence. Very impressive.
It was perfect in right center where Jurek had no play on it and Scheiben could not get to it. So now here we go with the pitcher Young. Goes high, 1-0 count. Last time up, a single RBI double in Young's last at bat. Besides the pitching as well with that run, huge. The wind and the delivery. Right down the pipe, evens it up.
Yeah, you know, Young wants to put less pressure on herself right now. She's got a runner in scoring position. She definitely wants to expand this lead right now.
It'll also be interesting to see what kind of changes Coach Scheiben makes with his bench, if any, in the bottom of the 7th to try and give Holy Name the win. Swing and a miss on the pitch from Young, 1-2 count. And as well, this game could easily still go to extras. The windup and the delivery. Shot behind, foul. She'll run it out, but have to go right back, make it 1 and 2. And we mentioned the temperature kind of going down. It's gone down 7 degrees since the first pitch. Now we're at 68. One-two count. Here comes the offering from Reagan Vavro. Popped left. And it's out of play. They'll call it a foul. A play could have been made based on how the fence works at John Bosco, but it would have been out of play. That's what I talked about before the game. If you go past a certain point, even if the ball is caught, it's still out of play. Kind of have to do it on the kind of fields that don't have the fence all the way down. You can kind of tell that just based on how the outfield is, where you have the temporary fence. Still a 1-2 count. Vavro looking for strikeout number 14, and she gets it. Gets the swing and miss from Young for out number 2.
That's big for the Green Wave. Gets them to 2 outs. Just need 1 more until they can go and try to take this lead back.
That is now the 27th combined strikeout of the evening. Very impressive stuff from both aces. Go 2-way, the Bucks still lead by 2, looking to add on to 1, and that can add on to it. It's into center field, it will. It splits the left fielder and the center fielder. 1 run scores. It is a double for Morano. That will be her second double in a row, her second RBI double in a row. It is 7-3, and the Bucks might have slammed the door.
Yeah, Morano just put that in the perfect spot, right in that left center area where no Holy Name outfielders were, and that was able to score and give them the 3-run lead.
7-4. So that's 2 RBI doubles. Swing and a miss on the first pitch of this at-bat to Menarchuk, nothing in 1. So far, 4 at-bats, 3 for 4, scored 3 times, 1 RBI and a strikeout. Vavro, amid the clapping, will deal. In the zone, finds that inside corner and paints it. 0-2 count. Once again for Holy Name, it's Garlo, Majoris, and Majoris who will be called upon to get something back into this game. It'd be a big out for Holy Name to get, and they do get it. Finds the outside, swing right through for out number 3, and strikeout number 15 of the game from Reagan Vavro. She's done all she can. It's 7-4 going into the bottom of the 7th. Buckeye 3 outs away from avenging their gut-wrenching loss last year against Holy Name at their place. Bottom 3 are Holy Name's last hopes in this game as they're down by 3. Garlo, Majoris, and Majoris, the 3 who are expected to bat, but from what it looks like in the on-deck circle, Maura Mahalik will be stepping in for Katie Majoris. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan, sitting alongside me, Braden Salone. It's been a great back-and-forth game. Buckeye leading by 3. The double that had the RBI attached to it last inning, that will probably be the difference maker in this game.
Probably will. And that, you got to go back to that 1 inning for Buckeye. Just put them ahead. They kind of had the momentum the whole way, but we'll see if the Green Wave can change it here.
So 1-0 count to begin this at bat on Garlo, who has gone yard once today, and will now have a 2-0 count. Garlo going back to, believe it was the 3rd inning, led off with a home run. smoked it to center field, just barely clearing the fence. Zabak had one of her own. As for the Bucks, all their scoring has been done inside the park, as many balls have been hit to the outfield on line drives, and has done the job that they expected it to do. And now with Garlow at a 3-0 count, Hohenheim is hoping to get back in business.
Gotta be smart in this 3-0 count. Let's see what she does.
Young the pitch. Misses high, so it's a 4-pitch walk to begin the inning. As Garlow, she's done all she can, and now it's to run the bases.
It's exactly what the Green Wave wanted, get a runner on, especially the lead runner, and now we got Mahalik up to try to advance her.
And this is why you put her in. She's a lefty. Changes things up. The first lefty I think we've seen today.
I think so.
The windup and the delivery. Tries the bunt. It'll be a strike, but still advance the runner. So Mahalik kind of does her job, technically. So no one count.
Well, she advances the runner, and she still gets another chance to bat. So
we mentioned it a little bit ago. Allie Orzak is now in the on-deck circle. I like the move from Coach Scheiben. It's a power hitter. Bunt being shown. Does not pull back. Nothing in 2 count. If Mahalik can get on, Orzak has the capability to go on yard, has done so many times for her travel team. She needs to do so here.
Yeah, Coach Scheiben knows it's now or never, so he's doing everything he can.
The pitch. Runs high. Garlow trying to bait a throw. Sheila and walk on back. The outfield being called in for the Bucks. It's a 1-2 count, looking for out number 1 of the bottom of the 7th. Young will wind and deliver. Swing and a miss. There's strikeout number 14 and out number 1. 29 combined strikeouts now. And here comes Allie Orzak for her first cuts in Ohio as a varsity softball player. The Orzak name should sound familiar for those of you who have been watching since last year. Her brother Johnny, former baseball player, came into pinch hitting against North Olmsted and got a little bit of playing time against Normandy in the homecoming game back in 2021. That Hohenheim ended up winning by 50 plus. Swing and a miss as she cuts through it, nothing in 1 count. You can tell she has power. Even talking to Johnny, he'll be the first to admit that she's a better athlete than him. Even potentially stronger, he won't admit that. You'll never get a sibling to admit that your other sibling's stronger, but we'll see. The pitch, checked, hold it, 1-1.
Yeah, great job to hold back there.
I like the placement though, the pitch, an excellent pitch.
Excellent pitch. She's been showing us excellent pitches all day. It's been a great game by you.
There's a reason she has 14 strikeouts as it stands. The pitch, lined up the gut. It's a base hit for Allie Orzak. Garlow will hold up, so the RBI will have to wait, but runners at the corners. The Victoria Scheiben going to the box with the tying run and the winning run on deck. Allie Orzak has done her job for her first varsity career hit in Ohio.
And there's not a better time to do it.
So now she will go off to the side as it will be a mound visit. Man, that's a nice little hit.
That was a great little hit. Right through the gap there up the middle, advances the runner. Now you got the tying run at the plate, Victoria Scheiben.
Obviously some concern after that first swing. She was on it and then straightens it out. As a freshman to make that kind of adjustment in this big of a game is huge. And now, Victoria Scheiben is known to bunt. You gotta score here. Aubrey Stevens will then step up. She is the winning run as of right now with 1 away. You cannot go into double play. That is the absolute last thing, and Orzak has to be glued to that bag and not leave early. 0-1 count to begin this at-bat on Scheiben.
Yeah, definitely don't want to bunt into a double play here, but we'll see if she bunts at all.
Play for extras, try to win the game. The pitch, runs outside, 1-1. Focus on getting 1 at a time here. You have 2 outs to work with. You have, at minimum, you see Stevens, and then if you get one of those 2 on base, you then see Zabak. You have good chances to score. You gotta be able to get to those chances. Swing and a miss, hardy cut from Scheiben to 1-2 count.
Yeah, we know the power hitter that Zabak is, and she has the capability of ending this game in Hohenheim's favor. So we'll see if they can get to her and what Scheiben can do here.
For strikeout number 15, Lily Young deals and gets it. An excellent try from Scheiben. Not enough, as we now reach 30 combined strikeouts, and the final countdown can play. It's on the sophomore Stevens now. A home run ties it. Any poke will do. What does the sophomore have in store? A walk, a strikeout, and a pop-up so far today. What can she add to it? It's popped up in play. This can do it. It's over to short. To Mello. It's ball game. Gets under it. Uses two hands. And Buckeye rolls into Parma Heights and gets the victory 7-4. Nothing more than you could ask for than a sound catch to end the game. When looking at this, the stat sheet, you have to know your player of the game, brought to you by Keon Sports, is going to be Lily Young. 15 strikeouts, 4 runs, I believe all earned, but still 4 runs allowed, but 15 strikeouts. She held this game in check. Without her on the mound, this is a different game, and that commanding start was huge. Holy Name will regroup going into tomorrow, and so will the Blocks. But as of right now, the Brown and Orange will get to celebrate this win, a sweet victory at that, given how heartbreaking last year's loss was with Massey's home run in the 7th. But with that, that'll do it here from St. John Bosco. To stay up to date in all the games we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. Stay up to date in all of Holy Name Sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. Our next broadcast will be Thursday here at St. John Bosco as Holy Name hosts EC. If that game gets canceled, we'll see you guys at Akron University as Holy Name takes on St. Vincent St. Mary in a 2023 OHSAA Round 1 playoff matchup rematch. It'll be a great game, a great day over at Akron University. With that, I've been Nathan Steen alongside me, Braden Sloan. Thank you for spending your Tuesday evening with us. Have a good night, everyone, and go Namers.